I'm sorry, Dave.
By the way, the reason, John Huston's one of the reasons I drink so much while we're doing the show, because as you probably know, when the African Queen was shot, he and Humphrey Bogart drank whiskey incessantly, and they were the only two people in the entire shoot that did not get deadly sick.
Didn't get malaria or whatever?
Yes,
Really?
because none of the bugs could come within a vicinity of them because of the,
Well, you know, that's perfect reason to drink, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll take any reason I can get.
I've never understood the fuss about New Year's Eve.
You ready?
It starts with a young girl going up onto the biggest bridge in Ireland and threatening to throw herself off on New Year's Eve. And she meets a guy who's been badly beaten up on the bridge. He persuades her not to throw herself off the bridge, and they get talking, and it turns out that her father is the guy who beat him up really badly, or had him beaten up. So I guess you could say it's a romantic thriller, dark comic thriller.
Romantic thriller.
Romantic thriller, comic thriller, because there's dark comedy in it.
We've been robbed. Whoever it was knew there was a lot of money.
No.
I got the money.
I ran into your dad.
He's not going to be too happy about this, Greta.
And boy, you sure show off Northern Ireland in this movie in a way that is super cool.
Most people's view about Northern Ireland, or Ireland in general actually, is, in terms of films, there are always films about priests, alcoholics, or the war, you know, the Troubles. And I read this play and it had none of those things in it. You could argue that it has the legacy of the Troubles, insofar as the kind of gangsterism that's going on in the film is kind of like the gangsterism that's going on in the country, and most of those people who are involved in gangsterism were involved in paramilitary activity. And also I wanted to show how the young people of Northern Ireland have this kind of gallows humour, you know, that despite things being bad or miserable, they manage to get a laugh out of as much stuff as they can. And that's very true of Northern Ireland in particular.
Cheers. Let it take paint off a fucking door. Any more?
Don't mess with me.
It'll kill you.
What? Like it killed my brother?
I think the biggest challenge in adapting a play, or any play, and particularly this one actually, is to try and eradicate the fact that it is a play. If at any stage people are watching the film and they can see that it was based on a play, then I've failed as far as I'm concerned. If you can imagine that the play itself had two people sitting on a bridge, sitting on the edge of the stage as if it's the edge of a bridge, talking, and they can talk for hours, riffing about stuff. In a film that doesn't work, because every scene in a film has to move the story forward. And you know, you've got two characters sit on a bridge talking. Every time we go back, we've got to make sure that the story has moved on substantially and get them off the bridge as quick as possible.
You seen Greta?
On the bridge. When I said I didn't care.
But don't ever think there was anything you could have done.
Well, did you have a point shooting this film where you just thought, it's not going to happen, this is crazy, this is out of control?
I think the challenges were daily, you know, and possibly hourly actually, you know. We shot the film it was all shot at night. It's a night film, obviously, and so we shot it on over 24 nights. And we were on that bridge is the biggest bridge in Ireland, and we were on it in March, and it was bitterly cold. The chances, we had 9 days on that bridge, and the chances of it raining or us being blown off it, unable to shoot, were pretty high. But we still decided we have to go for it, we have no choice. So we went out, and it didn't get too windy and it didn't rain. However, it was -6. So for the actors up there, performing at -6 was pretty difficult, because their mouths would actually freeze up and we'd have to stop and warm them up and then go back out. Yeah, it's very hard to talk, exactly.
Yeah. 7.
Well, we're flattered here at the Seattle International Film Festival to have you in person and to have your film. It's just
Thank you very
an
much.
incredible piece of work. Our audiences are going to love it. Maybe you and I should get another drink and go do some karaoke.
Excellent idea.
Do some karaoke.
I couldn't think of anything better. Thank you very much.
Yes, my pleasure.
And thank you to Seattle for having me here. I'm delighted to be here. Really delighted. Fabulous.